This is a special podcast. We are here. You have lipstick all over your teeth. Yep. All over your teeth. I wish some of it was on me, but...
Well, you talked a lot of shit for
yes.
the last 45 minutes.
For those of you that are watching at home, we are in front of 1,000 people in Corpus Christi, Texas. Yes. In the Concrete Street Pavilion, doing a very special show. Why? Because this is home.
We're home for the holidays.
This is home.
Cool. Thank you guys.
It'll always be home. I had such a moment, being born and raised in Gregory, Portland. And I am one of those people that is definitely Gregory, Portland. I spent a lot of my life living in Portland, and then, and then my parents got a divorce, and I ended up moving to Gregory with my dad and my stepmom, and I drove by the house in Gregory, and I just had a moment, Sometimes you come home, and by the way, those of you that are original South Texas people, do we even recognize our town anymore? It is unbelievable, all the change.
I didn't used to know street names. I would just know places based on, the Whataburger's there, and the Taco Bell's there, and the Pizza Hut's there. And it looks so different.
No, it looks crazy different, and especially, Gregory's so generic. At least Portland names their streets. Fucking Gregory is A, B, C, D.
I lived on Avenue D, actually.
You lived on Avenue D?
I lived on Avenue D, yeah.
Oh, you did live in Gregory for a little while.
I was the reverse of you. I was Gregory.
A lot of people don't know that Renee's uncle helped invent Tejano music. Her uncle is Ricky y La Movida Band. And yeah, they started right out of Gregory, Texas. Selena used to open for your uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, right out of Gregory. So yes, we're both from Gregory, Portland. But I come home, and I will say this. I know there's a lot of new people moving into town. Don't fuck it up. People in South Texas are good, hardworking, honest people. And that's what I love. Yeah. I'll tell you this story. This is how I met Roger Creager. I was a huge fan of Roger for a couple reasons. His music's amazing, and he also made it out of Teloso Midway. There's 3 from Teloso. There's 3.
I heard him.
And if they could play football, they'd be from Cal Allen. But since they can't play football, they left them in Teloso. And they can't play baseball, because if they could, they'd go to Robstown. What were we talking about? So just so you guys know, I filmed a special for Showtime, and I wanted to my goal has always been to represent South Texas, to always represent Tex-Mex and what that means to me. And Tex-Mex to me is something special, and it's something different. I always tell people, only in South Texas do rednecks speak Spanish. Because they're married to Mexican chicks. You go up to a redneck, hey, how you doing? Aquí nomás, buddy. Aquí nomás. Hey, you're gonna drink tonight? A huevo. But in South Texas, if you ask somebody, you go, hey man, are you drinking? They go, nah man, just beer. But I reached out to Roger Creager and his team, and I said, hey, I really want to put Rancho Grande at the end of my special. And Roger, being a South Texan, immediately he goes, absolutely. Now, the weirdest part, the first time I meet Roger Creager, he was playing in Chicago with Kevin Fowler.
And you happened to be performing in Chicago at the same time.
And I was performing in Chicago, and Roger says, come meet me and Kevin. So I go to this place called Joe's. I hang out with those guys. Yeah, you know Joe's? Yeah, Chicago. And Roger goes, hey man, you want the song? It's yours. You want to use it? It's yours. I said, man, thank you, Roger. I really appreciate that. So I go back to Hollywood, and I go, guys, Roger said we could have the song.
Yeah.
And the guys go, okay, well, where's the paperwork?
We need it in writing.
I go, paperwork? I go, motherfucker, we're Texans. That's right.
Yes.
When a Texan shakes your hand, that is a fucking contract. They didn't believe me.
Yes, but can we get it in writing?
They go, can we get it in writing? And for a long time, it wouldn't come. And I said, guys, I go, you got to. So then Rogers people are calling me. They're like, what the fuck, man? Tell these Hollywood fucks that you're good. And I told them they're good. They need it in writing. So Roger signs a fucking paper that says, we're good, Rancho Grande, fucking Roger Kreger, and sends it off. And that was the beginning of me and Roger Kreger's relationship. Yeah. We had to go to Cowboys Dance Hall to film it. We filmed it. The Showtime special did amazingly well, and I said, I'm not gonna do another special unless I can do it at home in Corpus Christi, Texas. And yep, Roger has to be a part of it. So we filmed Relatable with Roger Kreger, and because of that, it went viral, and here we are today. Yeah. So big thank you to South Texas and Roger Kreger. Yeah. So it's always good to come home, and then Roger and I were talking, and I hope you guys will participate next year. We did a fishing tournament this morning with our friends, and I want to make it an annual event where me and Roger come down, we do a fishing tournament, we raise money for our veterans, because give it up to the men and women who serve our country. Yeah. And we had 3 teams go out today.
Yeah.
And Stevie Cardenas won the biggest redfish, right? And then who ended up winning the biggest trout? Billy Mack. Yeah, there's a Billy over there. He hangs out with the Cardenases. Goddamn Billy. Hey, get my chanclas. We're going out. I'm gonna wear my chanclas. I was very disappointed in Pat today. Pat usually delivers the big fish, but we ended up having a $500 prize tonight from Aztec Chevrolet. So give Aztec Chevrolet a big round of applause, our sponsor. Yep. But next year we're gonna grow it bigger. So let's get started. Renae and I would like to fight your fight.
Uh-oh.
So if anybody, ladies especially, what are the things that drive you crazy about your husband? Raise your hand.
Look, right here, right away.
Oh, she's already like, motherfucker, let me talk to you. Let me tell you. Okay, we got one right over there, Dave. Come on up
right
to the
there,
front
Dave.
here. It's like Jerry Springer. You got to come up. Yeah. And you look very lovely, young lady. Give her a round of applause. She looks nice. And where are you from? You live in Portland with your fiance. Oh, these motherfuckers aren't getting married after this shit. Yes, what is your question for us? Oh, well, what drives you crazy?
He leaves his clothes by the bed when he goes to sleep. He takes his clothes off and leaves them by the bed all day. All day. So I have to come home to the clothes sitting.
Look at Nina's like, that shit don't change. She just...
There will always be chonies by the toilet.
So that drives you crazy?
Yes, it drives me crazy. Because we have a Roomba. And the Roomba will get stuck on the clothes. What are we going to do now?
I swear, these 20th century women. We have the robot that vacuums. Hey, why don't you go ask my mom the vacuum cleaner that she had that was 98 fucking pounds that she had to push around the house. But so the Roomba comes and it gets stuck on his underwear.
Yes.
Not because of the vacuum, but because of the shit
Yes, exactly.
on the underwear.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you this. Have you talked to him about it?
We have, actually.
You've had a discussion, and what does he say?
Wait, I want to know what she said first. What did you say?
I don't really know if I want to say what I said.
Hey, you're up here. You are fucking here.
I just asked him to pick his stuff up. And he said, okay, and we'll have to check.
How did you say it? She
You
wants...
said-
Can you fucking pick your shit up?
Is that what you said?
I said, I'm not going to clean up after you go and go to sleep or whatever, and then I have to come home and pick your stuff up.
Okay, now,
The only thing that I want is you to pick your clothes up so the Roomba doesn't get stuck.
so, pick this shit up. Is that what she said to you, sir? That's what she said.
Rightfully
And then, hold on.
so.
So then
Pick
what
your
did,
shit up.
I want to know what he said. So then what did you say? Yeah, come on up here.
His hand is broken.
And you fucking broke his hand? So then what did you say?
But not the one you wear the ring on, just so we're clear.
I said yes, ma'am.
You said yes, ma'am, and then didn't do it.
No, I did it.
So you've been picking it up. So has he been picking it up? Does he pick it up sometimes?
Maybe like once out of a.
That's a no, sir. That's a no, sir.
Has he made a little bit of an effort? Because what you have to understand, ladies, is that us men, we are always ready and prepared. So when I go to bed, I take off my jeans with my knife, with my wallet, with my handkerchief, with everything in it, and I leave it in the boots. That way, if shit goes down, I'm like a fireman. I put that shit on, and I'm fucking protecting the house.
No, that is an excuse. At some point, you gotta wash the damn pants.
That's not an excuse. She gets mad because I leave my underwear. So when I take a shit, I shower. You too. Because I don't know how to wipe my ass right. So, yeah, you don't even have a hand to wipe it. He's been jacking off left-handed lately.
Sorry, but no, he does not have to.
I was gonna say, maybe he wouldn't have to if he picked his clothes up off the floor.
Oh, so no. When I take a shit, I shower. So I take, and by the way, when I shit, I have to have all my clothes off. I don't know about you. Am I the only one? I gotta be completely naked to shit, or I can't shit. I have to TikTok. I'm naked. I TikTok. Some of you read my Instagram posts, and they're from me shitting. Just so you guys know. Give them a round of applause for being brave enough to come out. Yes. Okay, who's next? That was a good one. But I will tell you this. You guys are just engaged. I will tell you, don't sweat the small stuff. Does he work hard? Is he loyal? Does he put you first? Be a happy girl. That's a good man.
You can train him how to buy good gifts.
You can what?
I said, you can train him how to buy good gifts.
You can, yeah, just buy her shit. Who's got another question? That was a good one. I like that one. That was a good one. Yeah.
Look, right here in the back.
Y'all come on up. The microphone's up here. You got to come on up here. Oh, it's a man now. He's like, I got some shit. Let me tell you, these ladies here. Come on up here, sir. First of all, where are you from, my friend? Where are you representing? Oh, shit, Kingsville in the house. We got any javelinas in the house tonight? Come on up here, my friend. We love Kingsville. Nice to meet you, sir. What's your gripe?
What's my gripe?
Is your wife here?
Yeah, she's here. Back there. She's in her place over there.
Where's your wife? Raise your...
No! Look, now she stands up.
Bring back some motherfuckers.
That is a man that has been married a very long time.
That was my question. How long have you been
29
married?
years. I could tell with the tone in his voice. All you young bucks, don't be talking shit like that. You gotta go through a lot of shit in life before you can talk shit like that.
I feel like she should get to come up too.
You want her to come up
Yes,
too?
I
Bring her up
do want
here.
her to
Come on up. I also want to make sure that everybody understands that this podcast is all over the world and we are representing South Texas. All right? So don't let everybody see your HEB feet. HEB Flower Bluff. Come on up here, hon. Make room for this young lady, please. Okay, so before she gets to talk, what's the gripe? What drives you crazy?
All right, we've been married 29 years.
29 years, yes, sir.
29 years.
It's been hard.
It's hard.
My only gripe is the freaking ultimatum.
The ultimatum. Tell me about the ultimatum. Which one?
Okay, back in 92.
92.
Back in 92.
It is like Jerry Springer there.
Hold on. No, let him talk. 92.
I had just, in 92, I had come back from the service, right? Okay,
Thank you for your service.
Marine Corps, hoorah!
God bless you.
And so, I thought I had already fought the war, right? This is my 15 minutes of fame, brother. So it was December. Actually, it was December.
It was December.
Yeah, it was December. And it's like, okay, where are we going with the relationship, right?
Right.
Okay, we either get married or we go our separate ways. And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna be homeless. My grandmother only had a few more years to live.
He's already living with grandma.
And I weighed my options.
And now you're married. Okay, let her talk. Let's let her talk. Renae, hold on. Does this feel very similar? Ladies, by a show of hands, how many of you ladies gave him an ultimatum? Oh, wow. Yeah, she did.
Ask him how long we've known each other.
How long have you guys known each other?
Since the 5th grade.
My mama has a saying.
Not so back then.
My mama has a saying. She
Well,
says, shit or get off the pot.
And all I'm saying is, why buy the cow if you get the milk for free? We all got sayings. Let's go. Oh, no, but hold on. So let me ask you a question. So you've known each other since 5th grade. But y'all weren't dating in 5th grade.
No,
When did you guys start dating?
till right before he left to the Marine Corps.
So right before
Yeah.
senior year in high school?
Yeah, first semester of college.
And who hit on who?
He did.
I wish you guys could have seen her face.
I did not hit on this fool.
I can do good impressions. Let me do an impression of her. He did. So he hits on you, but you know you're going to the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And you wanted to be with her.
Did I want to be with her? Okay, I was buying time. Yes.
But yes. So then he goes off to the Marine Corps.
Yes.
And back then, were you guys writing each other letters? What the fuck was happening?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're writing them letters. Because back then, there was no email, right?
Right. So it was letters, and then he was he served in Desert Storm, and I'd send him care packages, and I'm not a fool. He's an ass. And that's just, it's just like known. So we did our own thing, but when he would come home on leave, then we would
She went like this, and we would.
we'd hang out, but then he was gone again.
I can't wait for your kids to see this.
Oh, it's gonna kill me. And so we have grown daughters. So anyways, after he got out of the Marine Corps, served 4 years, got out, I had already started in my career. He was trying to figure out what he was gonna do. And then we decided, okay, what's up here?
Was he living with you at that point, or he was at his grandma's?
I had my own apartment. He was with his grandma. I had my own apartment.
See how the options were just looking a lot better?
I'm telling you, bro.
so it's like either we're getting married or we go our separate ways.
And you're still bringing it up all these years later.
He does.
That's the only battle I got left to fight.
He says it's the best decision he ever made of his life.
But I'll tell you this. Let me ask you this.
Right.
Number one, thank you for serving in Desert Storm, sir. Thank you. There's so many men and women from South Texas that have served this country proudly, and thank you for that, my friend, really. Number two, what's the secret to y'all's marriage? Because you guys seem to have a very good sense of humor and a very good relationship.
She calls him on his shit.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's being able to have a sense of humor, which I do have a sense of humor, but it's be able to laugh at your own fuck-ups.
I like the way he said, my own fuck-ups. Give them a round of applause. 29 years. Thank you. That was awesome. That was awesome. And I'm telling you, know what's crazy, Renae? Like, you know, we were talking about this, you know, before, and I don't know how we ended up talking about it, but we were talking about harboring shit.
Oh yeah, how you like hold on to shit for a really long time.
Renae and I both are bad about harboring shit. You know, this guy's talking about 1992. But I think that we have learned in our relationship, like, you gotta move on.
Yeah.
You gotta leave shit in the past, and you gotta move on. And I think me and you have learned that lesson somewhat.
Well, there's some things we're just never gonna agree on.
Exactly. Ever. Let's take another question from this beautiful audience. There's one right there. He's been waiting. That guy has been waiting. His wife just gave me a look like, what the fuck are you doing?
She looked at him like, why are you raising your hand? They're arguing right now.
Yeah. Where are you from, sir? Oh, AP in the house. Aransas Pass, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Look at his white boots. Those are AP ropers. Aransas Pass in the house, my friend. Yes, sir. What is the gripe?
What's my gripe?
Yeah. What do you guys fight about? Her face is. Did we get her face on camera? Like earlier, he had a gripe. They talked.
I don't even want to say nothing because
earlier they had a gripe. They talked, and then he was like, "I don't got shit to say, man. I have zero problems. Zero."
I actually raised my hand for her.
Oh, so she has a gripe. Come on up here. Whoa. What was that? Did we lose a light? Do what?
A light blue.
Yeah, I told you, Renee's a fucking witch, bro. That shit. Did you see what happened? Bring her up here.
Get your ass up here.
How long have you guys been married?
Why you gotta ask that, man?
I'll ask her.
Hang on, man.
How long have you guys been married? Since 2009.
So we've been together since 2006.
Oh, you've been together since 2006? See, she brought that shit up too. We've been together.
She's trying to leave me.
What's the big gripe?
We don't have a big gripe. We just wanted to tell you that we loved you guys.
We love you.
Yes.
We love you.
And my husband's a veteran.
God bless you, man. Thank you.
I got a gripe though.
Well, you know.
I got a gripe though.
He's like, hold on, I got some shit to say. Well, you know what? Let's do this. I will let you guys ask me and Renae a question.
Okay. I don't know.
Whatever you want.
You're on the podcast every damn day.
Because I listen to you guys on your podcast every Friday.
But you know what? And Renae and I,
you.
we set out to be very honest on the podcast and very real. Mm-hmm. And we didn't know if it was going to succeed.
We didn't know we were gonna fight so much in front of people.
Well,
See, we're the same way, and everybody thinks I'm mean to him, but I act just like you.
Okay.
Everybody likes Captain Evil. Is this a gripe or a question?
No, when I'm out on the weekends in the yard, I mow the yard, get everything freaking perfect, and then I turn the sprinklers on. And then I take a picture, a selfie.
Right, with the yard.
But then I just get everything cut.
There comes a time in a man's life
And I know you like yards.
when
Where
all we
the
have
only
is
place
the
he's allowed
fucking
to make
yard.
decisions is the yard.
Yeah, all we have is the fucking yard. And Renae almost figured it out. She goes, wait a minute. You're out there on the fucking riding lawnmower for 2 hours by yourself. Nobody's bothering you? She's like, fuck that, I want to do it. I'm like, no, bitch. That is my time. That is my time. And I want yard of the month. Yard of the month, right here.
We're working on that.
No, but there comes a time in a man's life where we know that the whole neighborhood is in a grass competition. Nobody really fucking talks about it. But all of you that have a shitty yard, we fucking know where you live. And we all talk about your shitty yard. And everybody thinks you're a lazy piece of shit.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Aw, thank you.
With that being said, I will let somebody ask a question. If you have a question for me and Captain Evil, bring it up here very quickly. Yeah, right there. We have a question right there. Oh, really? From Stevie?
I have a question.
The wifey has a question. Yes. No, you don't have a question. Your wife has a question.
I was going to hand her the microphone.
Oh, you're going to hand her the microphone. Yeah.
Renae,
What the fuck?
so as you know, we do everything,
Yes,
and it goes unnoticed
it does.
until
Uh-huh.
there's no undershirts or clean underwear where they should be, or socks match. Where's all my socks? Well, there's a fucking pile right there if you want to fucking
Do
put it
your own
together.
damn laundry. Actually, I told him that in the car on the way over here.
I didn't shit on your underwear.
Hold
You
on.
did.
First of all, first. Stevie, apparently you shit your underwear. No, but what you ladies don't understand is I don't give a fuck if my socks match at all. You know what I do? I find a sock I like and I buy 50,000 pairs of them and I wear them until they die. Same with my underwear. She will try to throw
Until I
away
throw
my
them out.
underwear. I find my underwear in the trash. And let me tell you something, ladies. I will wear my underwear until the elastic has given the fuck up. And I have to pull them above my belt so that my belt also holds my underwear up. Next question. Yes, sir. This is gonna, Rick, I hope you're gonna find a way to make this work. This has been the craziest shit. I was not expecting this at all. It is awesome. Yes, sir.
Hey, well, one thing, Renae, you love baseball?
I love baseball. Yes, sir.
Renae.
I enjoy baseball. I love watching my son play baseball.
All right, good. Steve, excuse my voice. Basically, last time you said that when you were going to go to the Astros game, you got all defeated about that, right?
Yep.
Because you wanted to go with the boys.
Yep.
Right? Were you able to go to Game 6?
Yes.
And?
You know, I will tell you this, man. It was really cool because a lot of people don't realize that when I do these jokes on stage, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm hoping that she's listening to what I'm saying and that she's going to change. Now, here is what's really cool. So for those of you guys that don't know, I do love baseball. She ruined my trip to baseball years ago. Now, I get a phone call from the MLB, and the MLB tells my managers and my agents, they say, we would like to have Steve Trevino at Game 6 of the Astros World Series. Right, 2 tickets, yes. And I looked at Renae, and I said, hey, I have these 2 tickets to Game 6 of the World Series, and I love this girl, because she looked at me and she goes, take your dad. Take your dad. Yeah. And the older we get, the more fragile we know life is. And we really try to find moments with the people that we love. And baseball and boxing are something that me and my dad both really enjoy. So my wife gave me the gift of spending the day with my dad at Game 6 to watch the Astros lose.
Awesome.
So,
where were you sitting? Because I was there.
were you there?
Yeah.
You know, and what was really cool was, you know, my dad has had a really hard time with his health. My dad has been very grumpy and unhappy. But that day, he was happy. That day, me and him had a wonderful day. Yeah. And
Your precious wife gave him a gift.
I remember all the Astros fans leaving when they lost, and I looked at my dad. I said, "Hey, do you want to leave?" And my dad said, "All my life, I have seen people win World Series on TV. He goes, I want to see it live." And me and my dad sat there together, father, son, and watched somebody win a World Series. And it was just beautiful. And I thank my wife for letting me do that. Which, by the way, I had better seats than Jason Aldean, just so you know. Jason Aldean was run row behind me, and I'm like, "Hey, bitch."
And last but not least,
Yes.
you talk about Portland with a good football program. The baseball program is really, really good also.
No, you know, man, South Texas has amazing baseball. I'm so proud of Jose Trevino, who's playing for the Texas Rangers right now. You know, we don't, when you leave South Texas, you start to realize how good of baseball players we have here. And by the way, minor league baseball, the Hooks have the best fans in the fucking world, man. They have the best fans in the world. You know, and I tell people all the time, growing up in South Texas, with all these, and I mean, fucking Moody and Robstown and all these baseball, you know, Gregory Portland did an amazing job this year. Sinton, Texas, you know. And what's fun is you get older, you see your friends' kids playing ball, and then you go root for your friends' kids, you know.
What is really fun, as an umpire for 30 years, I get to see these future prospects every
Thank you for being an umpire, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take one more question, and then we have to wrap it up because my friend Roger Kreger is going to come up. There's one right over there. This young lady, right here, David J.
Come on up, come on up.
And where are you representing? Where are you from?
I am originally from Canada.
Canada, welcome.
But
welcome.
I love Texas. I love it here, and I'm never going back to Canada.
Welcome.
But I would like to say that my husband, I've been trying to think of things that have been bugging me about him, and I can't even say it. He cooks, he cleans, he works, he brings me breakfast in bed. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know what to say.
Is he available?
Right? It's that sexy man right there. He's a badass. And I've been trying to think of stuff, and I can't. I mean,
so, hold on. So he cooks.
I do nothing. I don't even know what the hell I do.
Okay, you do nothing.
No, I do a lot.
Finally, a woman that admits that she does nothing.
Hey, I just work out, you know, and I have blonde hair from Canada. That's all I got. That guy does a lot of stuff. He's awesome.
Where is he from?
He is from, he's South Texas everywhere. Mathis, Orange Grove.
Mathis in the house.
Yeah, he played football at Kingsville University.
How long have you been married?
We've been married for almost 7 years.
Now, where did you find a fucking Canadian?
Hello, yes.
Most people find people from the south border, not the north border.
Hey, a Canadian that can speak Spanish. Hello, that's extra.
You were like, fuck that border. I'm going to that border.
Yeah, I know, I can't say anything about it. That's why I want to say that. Like, I was trying to think of something that I could think of that, you know, what kind of downgrade. I'm like, this guy's a badass.
Ladies,
I can't say anything. So I thought, hey,
I love you.
Yeah, that's badass, right?
You're amazing. I'm going to find a Canadian. Fuck this shit.
He drugged her.
Go Canada.
She's amazing. She's like, my husband is amazing, and the rest of you bitches like, fuck my husband.
Yeah.
That asshole works at Citgo. He don't do shit.
Yeah. So I want to shout out to all the husbands that actually do stuff and actually are there for their kids and their wives. Y'all are badasses. There are wives that appreciate you guys, okay? We do appreciate you guys.
I will tell you this. That's what I love about South Texas. One thing I learned about South Texans and what I learned by living here and growing up here and having a father from here is that every man in this room puts their wife and kids first.
Yeah, definitely.
Every man.
Love Texas. Badass.
A lot of good men here in South Texas.
Absolutely.
So give all the good men a round of applause,
Absolutely.
guys. Give them a round of applause.
The Canadian women are coming down here to South Texas. Tell you that.
All right, one more question, because that shit was horrible. We got to end on a good question. Where's Felipe? That motherfucker. Okay. You got a question right here?
Right here.
Yep. Miller.
Have y'all ever contemplated divorce as a married couple?
have we ever contemplated divorce? And if I'm being honest, and I am always honest on this podcast, early on, I would get pissed off and I would say, fuck this shit, I'm gonna get a divorce. And my wife stopped me one time and she goes, I want you to notice something. She goes, I never say that to you. She goes, I am in it to be in it forever. She goes, you're the one that threatens it, not me. And she taught me the lesson. And now I never use that word, and we have decided not to use that word. And I tell people all the time, you know, we have problems. And just because we have problems doesn't mean we're gonna get a divorce, because we have kids. We're still gonna have problems. She's still in my life. But now I have to marry somebody else that got a divorce and they had problems. And then she has to marry somebody else that got a divorce and they have problems. And now we involved everybody in everybody's fucking problems. The way me and my wife look at it is, we'll just stay together and keep our problems to ourselves and ruin our own lives.
Well, Steve, the only reason I ask you because, damn it, if the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year, I ain't gonna be able to put up with that shit all year.
All right, with that being said, I would like to invite somebody on stage. If you follow my podcast, if you follow me, none of this comes without us trying to do something good. Now, Helicopters for Heroes, I'm proud to say that last year we raised $500,000 at Helicopters for Heroes. We always give it up to the men and women who serve our country. So if you served our country, raise your hand because you deserve a huge round of applause. Raise your hand. Thank you. Now the veterans are always on my mind, but recently I made some new friends a couple years ago. They got me involved with something that is so beautiful. I'd like to invite John Frost up here. Come on up here, John, where are you at? These boys, for Driscoll Children's Hospital, with my help, we raised $150,000 for Driscoll Children's Hospital. How are you, my buddy?
Can I sit on your lap or what?
Why don't you tell us, you know, we're having such a hard time, guys, and I need your help. And I know that you're willing to help. We convinced Aztec Chevrolet to give us a Camaro. I don't know if you saw it when you walked in. Every penny that you buy a raffle ticket is going to go to the children at Driscoll's Children's Hospital. Tell us a little bit about it, John.
So what we do is we actually have a hot rod run. We've been doing it for 10 years. This last year was our 10 year, and we ended with a banquet, which Steve came and performed. We had a huge turnout. It was amazing. We raised $150,000 with Steve's help. We donated $100,000 of that straight to Driscoll. So this year, like he said, Aztec stepped up. They gave us the Camaro on the contingency of, hey, you pay us when y'all raise enough money. So my company, Premier Wraps, we stepped up. We wrapped the car. We put wheels and tires on it. We put a wrap on it. We put diamond stitch leather interior in it to make it a custom car. You're not just buying a random car. It's a custom car.
Well, they're not just buying it. If you win, you paid $100 to win it.
You paid $100. And not only that, you have 4 other prizes beside that. $5,000 cash, a hunting rifle, toolbox, or a Yeti collection. So you can go to either Hobbs Hot Rod Run CC on Facebook or PremierHobbsFoundation.com. You can buy a ticket there.
No, John. No. Let's do it right here.
Okay.
Where are you located?
We're right behind the old car. You can see the Camaro. It's blue. Lights are flashing on it. Come get a ticket.
Raise your hand if you got $100 for the children of Driscoll Children's Hospital. Raise your hand. I can always count on Dawson's Recycling.
Well, I have to say, Dawson came up and he bought $2,500 worth just a little while ago.
$2,500 worth.
So we appreciate them. They're a huge sponsor. They've been a sponsor for almost 10 years now.
So we've already raised $2,500. I would like to see us raise another $2,500 before we leave here tonight. So please go and visit John over there. Get your ticket because it means the world. Thank you, John. Give John a big round of applause. South Texas, me and my wife are from here. This will always be our home. We love you so very much. Enjoy Roger Creager. I'm Steve Trevino. God bless you. Good night.
Thank you.